Alright, so we are working on the dreaded name of wiring today, and we have Kevin here wiring up the Viper, all the nitrous solenoids, the arm purge, the trigger, the heaters, the booster pump that's going in the back. Everything is getting wired up, and we just picked these tires up. We put the R88s on, the other one over here. So we are cooking. We got our pin kit up here to pin our dampener to our crank. So we'll have everything in the front cover back up and going. So we bolt all that stuff back down and maybe get to run this thing sometime here soon.
Don't be showing them my box of wires.
I cut it out for our zoom. Boy. But this came up good. Oh yeah. So yeah, we're rolling, and I'll be back up here tonight messing with this thing. So see y'all in a little bit. What up, guys? Decided to take a little break, and we're gonna head over to a little car meet that we have at the first of the month during the spring and summer at David's Burgers, and normally this first weekend is pretty good. So we're gonna go check it out for a little bit, take a little break on the car, and come back and we're gonna bust out on it, try and get these accessories and everything else on. So let's ride over there and you can check that out. We're almost there. You see over there in that lot? Dang, there's so many people out here. Singing right now. I can hear it. She's thumping. This car always sounds like a beast. Still having the hardest time trying to get this thing in gear.
Hey, I wouldn't get in front of the car when you do it.
nonetheless, it came back to life. It did just start idling rough right there. Been at the shop since I came back from the meet and been putting a few things together. I was getting ready to pin this crank. This dampener is a pita, like it is, like no doubt. I ain't gonna lie to you. So got about everything in place. I still need to get that dampener to seat all the way down, as you can see right here. So still need to get that to seat all the way down, and that bar on it is actually my pin guide, so I'm gonna run my drill bit through there so I can pin this crank pulley and dampener to the crank. And for those wondering why I would be doing that, for a brief explanation on why I should pin the crank. So pinning the crank on this particular car, the Viper, let me bring that back. The Viper is a press dampened car. So this car does not have a keyway on the crank. The crank has such a tight tolerance that it can run the accessories with just the torque of the crank bolt. But you go like me, you're going to add a supercharger. So this pulley is going to be underdriven a lot, so it's going to require it to do a lot more. So in order for me to stop the crank pulley and the dampener from slipping and rotating on the crank, I'm going to drill through the dampener, and it'll be a half moon on the crank and a half moon in the dampener, and I'm going to slide pins in order to lock it in place behind the crank pulley. So this is one of the pins here. Let's get to, yep, there you go. So this is one of the pins here that we're going to slide in for that, and we have two, so I'm gonna put two in there, and that will be hidden behind the actual crank bolt and the crank pulley. So we won't have the issues of the dampener and the crank pulley actually slipping on us. So we want to eliminate that now so we can make all the jam. And realistically right now, I want to shoot for, you know, 750, 800 on blower, and probably 1,000 to 1,100 on nitrous, just depending on how we go, just so we can get everything broke in and not go all out on the first hit. But we're definitely about full send on this channel, so if you know me, if it starts making power, we may just keep turning it up. We don't know yet, but it was going to be a super crunch. Things are getting overnighted every day. Right now it is Friday. The blower will not get here until Tuesday morning. We leave Tuesday night, so we are definitely going to be putting in the work. We're grinding, and some of these videos are coming up late because of the work we're putting in, and it is a lot going on. I mean, it's stressful on everyone. I mean, we are at the shop until midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 a.m. every day this week. Every time you see an episode, and I've cut it down to about 10 or 20 minutes or 7 minutes or anything like that, we're putting in hours on hours of work. And I don't know anybody else that is building a Viper like this on YouTube. And if you would like to sing your Viper here, we wouldn't mind working on it either. So I just want to put that out there. And also, for the sponsor of this video, we have to give a shout out to Mantic Clutch. If you go to Mantic Clutch USA and type in Radical Speed 15, you will save a bunch of money on your Viper clutch. So go over there, check them out. They have twin, triple, anything you need in order to get your Viper going. So I would appreciate if you guys go out there and give them a shout out. I give them a shout out and give their website a look, and also follow them on Instagram. And I mean, that's it for tonight, guys. So I'm gonna go home. I gotta get some rest. We're gonna be back up here early. Kevin's coming in, and we're going to knock out some more of this wiring. We're gonna try to get everything functional tomorrow, hopefully. So we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot ahead of us, but in the spirit of here, we are definitely going to knock it out. We are not leaving this thing on the table. So I will see you guys later, and until the next video, peace.